captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
We'll figure it out.
Man, please. The Minnesota Lynx advance, led by Nafisha Colliers. 42 points. I mean, if this ain't the greatest player you've ever seen, I don't know what is. Also, last night's in the WNBA, the Connecticut Sun advance. Final four teams left. Sun taking on the Lynx Sunday at 2. No, I think that's the late game. 6:30. Aces take on the Liberty. Finals rematch. I believe that game's at the perfect 2 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. I promise you one thing. It's just sad. I'm sorry. Can't even think about it. Can't even think about it. Also, Phoenix Mercury did not get a chance to say goodbye to Diana Taurasi because the 3-game series did not allow a home game in Houston, Phoenix. But anyway,
Man.
we can talk WNBA till our face turns blue. Might have to do a Friday show just to break down these 2 series that start on Sunday. Lynx Liberty, Lynx Aces. Whichever way you shake it, the Lynx will be in the finals, and you can put your money on that. But it's Thursday. Thursday for the people who speak properly. And we got some Thursday night football kicking off week 4 in about a little over 14 hours from now. Getting a little countdown started early. My man JCP's here. He'll give us all of his collegiate gridiron picks. That's college football for the ignorant ones. And then we'll jump over and break down every single NFL game one by one, giving you thoughts, giving you what we think the game script will be, giving you props on touchdown scores, and most importantly, winning bets, baby. Oh, did I jinx us? Knock on some damn wood. Anyway, without further ado, let me bring on the man, the myth, the legend, Jaden Chandler Parnell, growing that playoff mustache a little early this year. Maybe it's a Lynx playoff mustache.
It is now. I didn't even think about that. I won't even lie. The beard just got a little itchy. But yeah, you're right. Playoff mustache. You're definitely on it. How we doing over there in the good old South?
Oh man, could be better, but could also be worse. And for that, I'm just happy right here in the middle, baby.
I will say before we get started, real quick, shout out to you. $12 and I think 93 cents is how much I put on the links, and the cash out is now 73. This is gonna be a fun ride.
I'm gonna be
Full
honest
full
with you.
payout's 396. By the way, I'm just gonna sit on that. By the way, do I sound good? Do I sound good?
Yeah, sound good to me.
Okay, literally everything reconnected as we were starting, so I had a little bit of a panic. I'm watching you just Bobby and go live. I'm like, come on.
Oh my God. No, man, I'm geeked about this Lynx run. Lynx been my favorite team my whole life. This year, I don't know, and I don't want to jinx it. But one of my knacks is 2 weeks into the season calling a damn championship when it comes to basketball, real basketball, not the NBA, college and WNBA.
Else we're gonna have 2 teams beat each other up too. 2 of the great teams.
No, that's crazy to me. Whoever comes out of that Lynx Liberty Aces series, they're gonna be limping. And I don't think the Lynx are gonna struggle too much with the Sun. The Lynx just have too many weapons, bro. They're the best shooting team. 1 through 8, everybody on their team can shoot. I'm sure they do a lot of shooting drills. And it's not like all of them can shoot threes. They all know their spots. Courtney Williams hit the mid-range. Like, they don't go out of their range forcing up shots. They all comfortable shooting. And they also the best defensive team all season. Like, that's been the one consistent with them.
Yeah.
And
they finished number 1, right? Standings?
Yeah.
Not bad. That's not bad, right? That's not bad.
Minnesota, baby. The Lynx.
Let's go. Shout out the Lynx.
But, man, people come here on a Thursday and they say, let me grab a pen and pad and write down all of these bets. Let's start off in college, baby.
We got a full one today.
Let's get nasty, as you like to say. I hope I
We
hear
got one ready.
Some fighting Irish on the pad, because I definitely already got the 6.5 down the other day.
You know what's funny? You said that on the show. I'm like, wow. I forgot they even played this weekend. We're being honest.
No, that's the game I'm most excited about, and I don't even know why.
I won't lie to you. I'm kind of nervous about this game. I was shocked to see them favored by 6.5. Then I guess I remember it's like, oh yeah, I guess they are home, so that kind of makes sense. But man, makes me nervous. I won't lie to you. But they should win that game. You would think pretty big. But so I won't lie to you. I did not wad that to the slip. I guess I'll be yours so special. Notre Dame minus 6.5. I will say, nice thing about Notre Dame last week, I gave them out 28.5 on my show. I'm like, probably not going to cover. I don't think I said on my show, but I meant to. The exact situation happened. They came out to a slow start, got the number live at 9.5, and they were down 3-0, and they ended up finishing 28-3. So instead of having to stress that and losing by 2 points, it was like, hey, I got a way better number. That was super easy because, yeah, literally it was 3-0 for a quarter and a half, and then Notre Dame just ran away with it. Won't be shocked if something similar happened against Louisville, where it's slow start, and then they get rolling because for whatever reason, slow start for them this year. But
I'm going to be honest, just real quick, and I don't know if it's just me getting lucky, but, man, I feel like I'm really starting to be able to and, I mean, this is 15 years in. Just live lines, man. I don't know if the books be just tripping. But I feel like, man, we've been able to take advantage of some live lines the last year or two. That is just
it literally feels like sometimes they have to bend the knee a little bit and they make the number way too low. And it's like if you are live betting, it's an opportunity to be like, wow, that number shouldn't be there. Like, for example, Notre Dame minus 9.5 against Miami of Ohio. That's low enough to where it's like Notre Dame should win by 10. And then sure enough, they win by 10. But then there's other times you see Notre Dame minus 1.5 against NIU. It's like, all right, what are we doing here? And then that burns you for a little bit. But, you hate to see it. But we are talking about Notre Dame. Their season's probably already over because they lost to NIU. I hope not, but they kind of got to win out. So this is going to be a big game for them because it'll be a big game for Louisville as well because they could use this win as well. Anyway, moving on. We got some games tonight, actually, in the collegiate action. We got Army taking on. This number's dropped to 12.5. I got it at 13.5. Opened at 14.5. Army against Temple. This is one of the best, I think, military schools in the nation, if not the best. They have I think I saw it's either a 7 or 9% chance to make the collegiate football playoffs. That's the 12-team playoffs, by the way. Yeah. Army. They're balling out lately, so and Temple's not very good. So I'm going to take Army to beat Temple here on the road. I like that it drops a little bit, too, because I think they're going to win by about 14-17. I mean, last week they played somebody pretty bad. I think it was Rice, I want to say, and they won 37 to like nothing. Like, I mean, this is a pretty good Army team, and it's a fun Army team. Moving on, we got Miami of Florida, or the U. I don't know why I said Miami of Florida. I was thinking Miami of Ohio. Kind of messed up a little bit. The real Miami, Florida, the U, they're 19.5-point favorites. Can't get myself to take it, but it feels like, man, they probably going to win this by 30 or 40, but we're going to lay off that. This is a last chance for me on this one, though. Oklahoma State plus 5.5. I am tired of how bad their offense has been. And this feels like a game where Ollie Gordon might get going. Kansas State looked horrible against BYU. It's first road start for a freshman. Makes sense. I look for Oklahoma State to get right here. And if they don't get right here, man, me as a guy who has some futures for them to make college football playoffs, I'm going to start really getting nervous because that Utah game was concerning, man. It was You got a 7th-year quarterback and you cannot move the ball. Yeah, this will be funny though. It's like a 7th-year quarterback versus a freshman quarterback. So this is a fun little matchup.
Man, I'm gonna be
BYU.
honest. I'm starting to realize, and this is just me, my personal opinion, because I
Yeah.
heard this yesterday about somebody else. They're like, UNLV's backup quarterback supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be great, exciting, and then they're like, he's a 6-year guy, so he's seen it all. I said, bro, this motherfucker a 6-year guy, and we ain't never heard of him. This guy is trash. I
It can
don't.
go that way. Yeah, I'd say
If you a
you got to
7-year
think about
guy,
that.
honestly, bro, you trash, dog.
Unless there's some guys where it's like injuries can't happen, just like it's understandable. But yeah, usually for I would say 95 to 99% of cases, if you go in 7 years, it's injuries
Not
and
a
you're
good
probably
sign.
bad. Yeah. I mean, hey, get that money, kid. I don't blame you, but man, I couldn't be me being in college for 7 years. I couldn't do it. I was like getting insane with 4 years. Anyway, BYU 3.5 over Baylor. After watching what happened to Baylor last week against Colorado, I really want to see how they bounce back. I feel like they're going to be a little bit heartbroken. Meanwhile, BYU, this is the ultimate lay of the egg spot, though. Huge win coming off against Kansas State, and then BYU just comes in here and just absolutely gets demolished. BYU is either going to cover and even potentially win this game, or it's going to be closer. They're going to lose by like 17. That's, I think, how it goes either way. So I'm going to just hope BYU can keep it close. It really impressed me with what they did against Kansas State because, I mean, that game was over in the first half. It's insane. I want to lean Michigan minus 9.5. Not going to take it. I want to watch another full game of the orgy, but PJ Fleck in Minnesota. I don't think I'm sold, but 9.5 is a lot of points for 32 pass yards. I will say that.
Nah, I'm on Minnesota. I like Minnesota 9.5. I haven't taken it yet, but I like it.
I can't blame you for it. I don't like PJ Fleck, so that's the reason I'm going to stay off it. But I truly cannot honestly blame you at all for taking Minnesota, especially like Michigan still has some stuff to prove.
It's really just the points. I don't see Michigan's offense putting up enough points to win by double digits.
I was impressed they put up as much as they did against USC because USC's defense has been slightly improved. And Minnesota should have a good defense, I would believe. But
Some Big Ten football, baby.
oh, I skipped the Friday game. I apologize. They didn't show it. Friday. I got Rutgers minus 2.5 against Washington. Feels a little bit low. Washington's getting there a little bit. Welcome to the Big Ten. Had a 24-5 game against Northwestern. I think it's going to happen again here. Another welcome to the Big Ten game. Low-scoring game against Rutgers. And Rutgers been playing really well this year. So I'm just going to – they've made me a lot of money. So this is more of just a, hey, let's ride them. Let's keep it rolling. Next game, we're going to take Buffalo plus 6.5. They are playing Connecticut, UConn. Buffalo coming off a huge win against NIU last week. I just look for them to stay within a touchdown here. I have Boston College written in red. They are now 12.5-point favorites over Western Kentucky. I don't know. They're pretty good, but I don't know. They stress me out a little bit, so I might stay away from that. The wagon themselves, Indiana. We're going to take Indiana minus 6.5 over Maryland. They keep rolling, man. Kurt Cignetti is absolutely amazing. He's completely changed his program around. They're fun to watch. I mean, against Charlotte, the game was stressful for a little bit, and then they just absolutely blew them out of the water at one point. So, got to go with IU, man. UNLV, just kidding. Shout out to my boy.
That's UNLV?
New QB. I kind of want to because of the new QB.
The whole world's betting UNLV, bro.
I can't blame them, though.
It's
Good week to do it.
It's one of those bets everybody thinks that they're sharp because they think that the backup quarterback's just as good as the starter.
He might be. He just might be. You know what? I might just do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do it. You know what? I'm going to stay away from that game. I'm just have nothing to do with that game. I'm going to let the public do them. I don't want to get involved up in that. There's what does LV stand for?
Las Vegas, baby.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. That's a home game for the books. I'm good. This is a loser league town match for me. TCU versus Kansas. Whoever loses this game, I'm just not going to bet them probably for the rest of the season. I'm on Kansas minus 1.5. Just simply for the fact that I think TCU and Sonny Dykes are starting to reach that point where they might be looking for a new coach. That's simply the only reason I'm taking Kansas. Kansas has been absolutely horrible. I don't recommend taking them past that. Bowling Green, 9.5, one of the best MAC teams, even though their record's kind of mid. I think 2-2, but they almost beat Penn State, almost beat Texas A&M. Now they're coming in against an 0-3 Old Dominion team at home. Really good quarterback at Bowling Green. I look for them to win this game by 10+, so the line's actually perfect for me. Air Force -4. I forget who they're playing. Oh, trash ass Wyoming. Give me Air Force -4. I think it's even down to 3.5 now. I see them winning by 7. We'll see though. They are not. They have slow start to the year, but Wyoming's been pretty bad. Last game, a game I talked about the most on my show that I like, but now I'm nervous about it because I didn't realize it's a whiteout. Illinois traveling to Penn State. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is a whiteout. It's 7:30. Yep, probably a whiteout. Penn State whiteouts is 11-8 all time. 17.5 points feels like a lot, so I'm going to take the points. I mean, especially with how good Illinois looked last week. They got a lot of veteran guys, really good passing game. Luke Altmaier, old man back there doing well. Give me Illinois. But like I said, whiteout, so shit. That sucks.
Man, 11-8 don't sound too scary though to me.
I know. Then you hear the records like, maybe not then.
Yeah,
One of the losses to 2004 to Drew Brees. Shout out.
That's the last loss?
No, that's just one of them.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember when the last one is. They had the list pulled up yesterday in the show I was watching, but
I was about to say, damn, maybe it is a little nerve-wracking. Going all the way back to 04.
No, I think the 04 is actually like the second or third time they did it.
Yeah.
Or it might have been the first year. No, the first year I think was 2000 against Purdue, oddly enough. I believe. Don't quote me on that, but.
Oh, yeah. No. The old whiteout, huh? The old whiteout fade.
Yeah, it's just a lot of points. Way too many points, I think, for an Illinois team is actually pretty good.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Better than we thought, at least.
No, I can feel that, man. Feel that for sure. Jumping over to the League of Men.
Hell yeah.
Thursday night football, baby. We have NFC East division rivalry. For some reason, we're supposed to all be give a damn about the NFC East in the whole entire world. Nobody cares about the NFC East, but the NFC East. Cowboys -5.5 on the road in New York, taking on the Giants. Total here set at 45 in the hook. Man, it's taking everything in me not to take Giants money line. If I can get a 7, I would take the damn Giants plus the points. I do feel like the Cowboys are going to sneak out a win. But I really, man, there's no bet in this game I like enough to take.
Yeah. I'm kind of in a similar boat. I'm just kind of forced to bet it because that's what I do to myself. So I am on the Cowboys -5.5. Don't like it the most, but this feels like a game they should win by 10. This is one of the things, like, they should win this by 10, so I'm going to take the points here. And then if I lose, it's just like, all right, I'm done betting the Cowboys for a bit then. One of those situations. This feels like a game they should win by a good amount.
It does feel like one of those old-fashioned 37-7 routes through.
It should be like they did last year. It should be one of those, but we'll see. The way the defense has been playing so far, they are not a. You can tell that Dan Quinn and Mike Zimmer play two completely different styles the way this defense is playing. We'll just say that, to say the least. I do have a nasty boy already created for this game. I don't mind CeeDee Lamb to score, but I don't have a lot I'm going to take in this game, if we're going to be honest. This is a live betting game for me, if at all. I just don't. This is one of those games, like, it's probably going to stink. If it becomes a blowout, it's going to ruin a lot of stuff. But for this nasty boy, I was able to get a plus 1047. Wando Robinson over 35.5 receiving yards. Blake Neighbors over 60 receiving yards. Dallas Cowboys -2.5. And then Rico Dowdle, anytime touchdown scorer. Not bad. It was an average one until I added Rico Dowdle, who's plus 200 to score. He's been taking over the running back reps. The New York Giants defensive line is pretty good, so that part does scare me. But it's like, I was just looking at touchdown guys like CeeDee Lamb's odds are kind of stinky. I'd rather just take a solo. Devin Singletary, no. Malik Neighbors, I don't know. So it's like, then I don't want Zeke, didn't want Jake. So I'm like, you know what? Not bad odds. He's starting to take over the running back odds. Let me take Rico Dowdle and get a little nasty. We just hit the last one. So we're kind of see if we can go for a back-to-back real quick.
Yeah, he's plus 220 now.
Ooh, a little bit better. I mean, he's taking over the running back role. I mean, Zeke might get the goal line carries. There's a real chance about that. But, I mean, if Rico Dowdle's going to get the touches.
Elliott's still in the league.
Tells you all you need to know about some of the running backs, eh? Or how teams are building. I mean, I feel like he's on this team simply for the fact that the Cowboys used to have him.
No, 100%. NFL is starting to just grab players with a name. instead of getting these young bucks a chance.
A lot of them are. There is a lot of teams that are doing that. It's just like, man, what are we doing?
Man, please. Man, I love that, man.
Kareem
Rico
Hunt.
Dowdle.
Yeah, it just feels right, you know.
What about some Deuce Vaughn action at 11-1?
Hey, he could. I don't know how much work he's gonna get in, but he got work 2 weeks ago.
He's gonna get 3 carries all on the other side of the field.
Or at midfield.
Yeah.
Better break one.
Man, excuse me. That's awesome, man. I'm gonna watch the game, but I don't know how much I'm going to be into the game. Probably won't have a bet on it. If I do, it'll be one of those bets that I regret placing as soon as I place and just
Yep.
pray it hits.
You'd love to
Oh
see it.
shit! Fuck
Hey,
it. Cowboys, let's go, baby.
best case scenario, this is over by halftime, and we can go to bed if
Hell
we need
yeah.
to.
Sunday's action. We got the Cincinnati Bengals 0-3 taking on the Carolina Panthers, who
Revenge
actually have
game.
a better record than the damn Bengals. Ain't that some shit? Bengals -4.5 on the road. A lot of road favorites early. Over 46.5. And I couldn't touch this game with a 10-foot pole because I'm sick and tired of hearing the narrative that the Bengals and Joe Burrow gonna win because they lost last week. And bro, ain't no way the Red Rifle wins 2 games in a row. But I don't know. One of those things is gonna happen that I just said is not gonna happen.
Man, couldn't handicap it better myself. Because I was about to say they're due to win. No, I mean I have Bengals 4.5 written in red. I mean, it feels like they need to win a game desperately. But the biggest thing that's holding me back, the Bengals benched Andy Dalton on his birthday. And this is a revenge game now. So it's like, Andy Dalton's gonna go crazy. They might not cover. They can not cover the 4.5 and still win. That's the worst part. So that's kind of why I'm also might stay away, is because the defense is so bad.
Bro,
I do like T. Higgins.
It's trash.
It's bad right now. I don't know what's going on, but their defense is horrible. I do like T. Higgins to score. He got a lot of touches last week, didn't end up scoring. Jamar Chase is a little bit hurt too. I think he's going to end up playing, but I like T. Higgins plus 180. And if I want to get a little bit nasty, Xavier Legette at plus 290. I might take him as well for the Panthers. Love T. Higgins, Xavier Legette. I'm like, maybe. But I said the same thing on my show that I'm going to say here. Not to brag or pat myself on the back, but I think my touchdown prop record's like 25 and 26. So it's like I have enough wiggle room to go a little bit negative and take some of these big odds. When it's like I feel like they have a good chance, or instead say they might actually have a good chance because old man Adam Thielen kind of pulled his hammy catching a touchdown. So we got to get a few more targets. Dude, I was trying so hard not to laugh at my show. It's like, dude, hold his hamstring on the touchdown catch. That's how you know you're old.
Yeah. Hit the double.
Yeah, I thought it was something else because he was laying on the ground like writhing. I'm like, dude, what happened? I thought he was laying on the ball or something, like IR hamstring. It's like, dude, that probably hurt so bad. Just,
Man. Yeah, I could talk about this damn Bengals team for about an hour, but
they stink.
Since they had that Super Bowl run, it feels like every year they just expect to go back to the Super Bowl without putting in any work. They should have changed coaches that year because the narrative that year was they did it despite horrible coaching.
He saved his job that year pretty much. Burrow did. And yeah, now they've just been stuck with him. It feels like he's going to be the next thing to go if anything's going to change. But the Bengals are cheap. That's probably not happening. I know their fans don't want to hear it, but that coach is probably sticking through his contract. They even extended his ass.
Man, you can't do it. This is
Horrible.
a fun one. Nobody said. Denver Broncos taking on the New York Jets, baby. 7.5-point favorites at home. The Jets are a total 39 and a hook. I hear a lot of people on the Broncos plus 7.5. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna forget this game even happened.
I might be in the same boat with you. 7.5 is it's literally just a few points where it's like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they should cover it, but I don't think I can get myself to bet it. I like Breece Hall when he was minus 130 score touchdown. Minus 160 is kind of like, that sucks. I might become just like a nasty boy for the Sunday play, but I don't mind Garrett Wilson at plus 145 either. I might take him as well, but then it's the third guy. Is it going to be Conklin this week? Is it going to be Mike Williams this week? It's going to be Alan Lazard this week. There's too much variables with this game. I want to watch Bo Nix a little bit more. So, yeah, this is going to be a game where best case scenario, Broncos score early. You can get the Jets at like 4.5, 5.5 maybe, and I might take that because I can definitely see them winning by like a touchdown to 10 points if we're being real. But I don't know. Just seeing that 7.5 is bothering me a little bit because I literally get flashback to the. I didn't bet it, but I get flashback to the Bucks last week, and that ain't good vibes, boy.
No, not at all. That's a bet I do agree. I saw that 6.5 Sunday, like right before the game. I was like, got him. Hashtag winning, and then got my ass ate. But man,
Hate to see it.
I got Alan Lazard on my fantasy team now. That's how crazy I am.
Man, wild time we're living in 2024.
Man, the beat up. I saw the injury list yesterday for this team. They needed 2 pages. New Orleans Saints ain't got nobody, ain't got no hope. Taking on the damn hot Atlanta Falcons. Man, I could just spit on the floor every time I say Falcons. Falcons favored 1.5, money line minus 126. Over set at 42.5 here. I think we get a 23-20 game. Yesterday the Saints were plus 2.5. I don't know who's betting the Saints after that damn injury report. I mean, Kamara's on it. Demario Davis is on it. Taysom Hill's on it. Derek Carr is even on it with some groin bullshit. And the whole entire team's dealing with something. I'm sure most of the people I just named will play, but they dealing with something.
Really?
Yeah, I could find it.
The groin?
Huh? Groin.
The groin?
Full participant in practice, but on the injured list with a groin.
Huh. Do you think it's delayed muscle soreness from the Elvis? Just pulled that thing 2 weeks late?
Oh, I get you. The Michael Jackson.
A little.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant to. Yeah, I don't know why I said Elvis.
It's cool. You young, bro. I'll let you slide.
It's early. Falcons minus 1.5. Let's get back on topic. I don't know what. This is why. That's why I don't be doing stupid stuff. This is why we don't let the brain usually work till about 7 a.m. Falcons minus 1.5. I am going to take them. They played 2 really good games, honestly, the last 2 weeks. So I'm just going to take them. Feels like a good number. Bijan minus 125 like that. Alvin Kamara minus 110 like that. Both of those numbers have dropped a little bit. Like both the running backs to score. Couldn't find a third guy. I was deciding between Darnell Mooney and Taysom Hill as well to add, but it's like, all right. I said those names out loud 3 more times. I'm like, let's move on to the next game. I need to get away from this game. 3 bets feels enough.
Yeah, I don't think Taysom gonna play for sure.
Oh yeah, I think he's hurt, isn't he? Or doubtful.
Yeah, he didn't play last week. He got a chest injury. I don't see that healing up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably not.
Especially the way they use him. I mean, if he's not getting the ball, he's blocking, and if he does get the ball,
the bruiser weight.
He's just head down, running through a damn wall.
Beating boys up.
Man, I was hoping to get a 3 on the Saints. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it went from 2.5 back to 1.5. So F it.
Interesting, to say the least.
Yeah,
I'm gonna probably pick the Saints for the next home game, but yeah, right now.
Yeah, I always kind of give Atlanta the game in Atlanta mentally before the game, just so I don't kill anybody when they lose. Minnesota, baby, another rivalry game. The Vikings plus 2.5 on the road, taking on Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love expected to play. Total set at 43.5. As much as I love Jordan Love, I don't know. First game back against a team that just turkey dog whooped 2 good teams in Houston and San Francisco. I think Minnesota's getting a little disrespected here, but they are on the road. This is one of my favorite teaser legs. It's Minnesota up to 8.5, but I'm not sure I'll take anything on this game where it stands right now.
Yeah, we're in week 4 of the first month, so Sam Darnold still probably has a little bit of juice left until we can finally figure out, all right, is he legit? I do think Jordan Love's going to come back, which makes me want to take the Packers. Not going to do it, though. I just can't get myself to do it right now. Might do it, but this might become a situation where if college goes really, really well, I'll add a little bit onto the Packers because I think they should win, but it's one of the things I don't want to force it. And minus 142 on the money line, I might just make a 3-legger. No, I just can't get myself to bet it. The one thing I am looking at, though, for sure, thinking about Josh Jacobs scoring, thinking about Jane Reed, but Aaron Jones plus 115, return to Lambeau. For sure going to take that. Plus 850 Aaron Jones 2 times touchdown is returned to Lambeau. I feel like the Vikings, he can get one in the air, get one on the ground. I feel like the Vikings are going to put a little bit of emphasis on Aaron Jones scoring because he could have stayed. Packers could have kept him and Josh Jacobs, but because they got Josh Jacobs and had Aaron Jones, but then they let him go. So, yeah, I'm looking for Aaron Jones. Get a little. He did give good messages to the Packers and everything, but I'm looking for him to get in the end zone twice. And at plus 850, yeah, give me that.
It's not like to me. It's not like the Vikings barely walked away with a win. I mean, they're holding teams to under 10 points, and
their defense is insane,
and they're scoring north of 30. It's bananas.
And this is a horrible game to come back from injury from. I will say that because you're playing a really good defense in division. This is a huge division game at this point in the season.
Yeah,
especially the way these teams are looking. Like it's going to be a 3-team race in the NFC North, so you can't afford to lose a game early.
Nah, that Love injury really hurt my Packers ticket to win this damn division.
Yeah, I will say though, they looked impressive with Malik Willis.
Now they look better with him than they did with Jordan Love. But I just feel like I don't know, man. I don't know the kid. I feel like he's trying to rush it back.
Might be a little bit. But, he looked good from the videos I saw get leaked. Oddly enough, he seemed fine a little bit last week. So it's like, oh, maybe he is okay. It's just weird because, I don't know. It feels weird with these injuries. I feel like I'm still stuck in the old days. Like, oh, it takes this long to heal, but guys are back in a third of the time now. Like, oh, ACL, that's 9 months, and guys are back in 6. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That feels weird. It just feels weird. I'm with you there.
Yeah, so
could be right. Doesn't feel right.
High ankle sprain. I was thinking this guy's gonna be out at least a month.
Yeah, but
anyway, speaking of,
I got some magic ankle juice.
The Jaguars.
Oh, speaking of teams who probably won't win, the Jaguars.
And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's Maybelline. But the Broncos and the Jaguars are the most popular bet I'm hearing on national syndicated radio shows talking about sports gambling. And
like spreads?
Plus the points, plus the 7.
Understandable.
I know, but we heard this. I'm gonna say something. This is gonna go off topic a little bit, because stats are misleading people. They say dogs are 5.5 plus whatever 14-2 ATS.
Mm-hmm.
That only counts closing lines. That doesn't count all the games that were 6.5, 5.5, but because of the trend, got bet down to 4.5, closed. Jaguars lose 47-10. That's not on that record, even though that game was 5.5 for more than 6 days. It got bet down to 4.5 literally hours before the game, taken off the list of 5.5 plus dogs. And I just want to say, y'all need to stop doing shit like that. And I'm sure it's more games than just the Jaguars where people bet it from 5.5 to 4.5. But because it didn't close at 5.5, it didn't get on the list. I think that number should be more like 14-9, 14-8. We have had some dogs winning, but I don't think it's as much as they say.
And I will say they do have 9 outright straight wins, which isn't horrible. But if you think about it, now we're in the week 4. It's like, okay, so it's like you got to pick and choose the right ones, which is hard to do.
Yeah, and the ones
like Giants last week.
Yeah, the ones that people are picking, though, they're moving to 4.5, and then they lose, and then they say, oh well, we're still 14-2 on the ATS for the dogs plus 5.5.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, Jaguars 6.5 point dogs right now. Juice to the Texans minus 6.5 at home. Over 45.5 is the total on this game. I don't see the Texans losing this game. I definitely don't see them keeping it close. I mean, if the Bills drop 47 on this Jaguars team, I don't think that the Jaguars have the pride. I don't know, man. They haven't shown it yet. They just be getting their ass whooped every week. Texans minus 6.5 is a bet I wrote down. I haven't taken it yet. It's just a weird week for me, NFL-wise. I'm going to be honest. A lot of these games just, they got something that are making me not bet them, even though I want to bet them.
I feel you. I mean, I'm the same way. There's something always holding me back. I'll admit. Not this game, though. Give me the Texans minus 6.5. Trevor Lawrence stinks right now. I don't know if it's a Doug Peterson thing. I don't know if it's I don't know what it is, but they are not doing good right now. So I'm okay with taking Texans 6.5 here. I said it in my show. I thought Trevor Lawrence was going to be a little bit, not just him, but the Jags were going to be bad this year. I didn't think they were going to be this bad. There's something wrong with this team, man. I don't want to say it's coaching, but it's starting to look like coaching a little bit. Either that or ownership. I don't know which. So I'm okay taking the Texans here. I like Cam Akers to score minus 130. I like Nico Collins to score as well. If you didn't notice at the end of the Vikings game, first down, second down, third down, fourth down, Nico. So
Yeah.
give me Nico Collins to score a touchdown here. I think, and yeah, like I said, you said it best. If the Bills can put up 40 on this team, I know this is a division game, but Jacksonville needs to get it right. Their upcoming schedule, by the way, it's not going to get much better. Texans, okay. They got the Colts. Some chance there because they usually do get us. I'll give them a chance. There's a chance to win there. Then they got Chicago, New England, but both of those are in those are in London, so they're going to have 2 wins there. And then they come back, Green Bay, Philadelphia, Minnesota, Detroit, Houston. It's going to be a rough year for the Jags if they don't get this shit right soon. And it looking like they ain't getting it right.
Nah, they need to get off that coach. They need to get off the GM. And
I mean, 4th and 1 in your own territory. I still can't get over that. Was that week 2 or week 1? I can't remember. Like, he went for it, 4th and 1 in his own territory against the Dolphins. Didn't get it. And that, I can't. I'm not going to get started. Don't get started on the Jags.
hey, F them. They need to get off of everything. GM needs to go. Coach needs to go. That long hair cutie pie, the quarterback needs to get the hell up on out of there.
They just extended him.
Yeah, that's why you need to get rid of the GM. Oh, also, hey, let's extend the quarterback and get rid of all his weapons. Let's give him Gabe Davis to throw to. Calvin Ridley just had a huge year for him. Get him out of here.
Man, imagine Calvin Ridley, Brian Thomas, Evan Ingram if he was healthy. They'd actually have some weapons. But yeah, Jags and the Jags. They stink. Always will stink. They had one good year in 2017, and everyone's holding on to that.
I know. That's how I feel like the Bengals are doing with that 2021 or 2022. I forget what year it was.
Oh, and they're holding on to the fact that the Chargers with Brandon Staley blew a 27-point lead in the playoffs, which that was a Brandon Staley thing. At this point, it's looking like that wasn't a Jags thing. That was a Brandon Staley thing.
No, Trevor Lawrence got down on his knees at halftime, and God answered his prayers. Pittsburgh, baby. They've been holding on steady to a light favorite against the damn Colts on the road. Disrespecting your boys at home. My favorite bet of the weekend. Pittsburgh money line, baby. I got it minus 118 on open. It's moved up to minus 124. I've seen it as high as 130. This thing's jumping around. Colts. I do respect them. Pittsburgh. I'm going to tell you one thing. I love betting on Pittsburgh. Hate betting on Justin Fields. I literally cannot believe this team is 3-0. But, hey, I'm going to ride the wave, and it's probably going to bite me in the arse. It's going to be my first weekend betting the Steelers. And, man, my gut's telling me Colts going to win by like 13. We're going to see what vintage Justin Fields games. 3 picks, 2 fumbles.
Man, against Gus Bradley, though. I don't know. I'm nervous about this game a bit. The Colts might get. I just hope they did figure out the run defense. I am going to take Colts money line here, but I have a way to hedge it that you're going to love to hear in a minute. I'm going to take AR to score here, and I'm going to take Jonathan Taylor to score. That's probably going to be the 2-pack I take every week. One of them is going to score. One of them is negative odds. One of them is plus odds. So if they both hit one week, amazing. If one hits over the other, usually it's going to even each other out. I do like Najee to score as well for the Steelers if he plays and is healthy. But I'm not. I don't think I'm going to take a Steelers. They only score. They don't like to score. Let me put it that way. They seem to like defense and special teams, so this could be a low-scoring game. I mean, what the totals? What is this, like 17? Sorry, go ahead.
My bad. I heard Mike Tomlin's favorite thing to do is the punt it at midfield.
I wouldn't be shocked. But
that's his game plan. Get to the 45 and punt it.
We'll back him up and score with our defense. I am scared. I am scared of TJ Watt. I am scared. The Pittsburgh defense legit. If you have Pittsburgh futures on the over like me though, you're loving it because all of a sudden this team's going to end up like 7-0 or something, or like 6-2, and you're like, how? This makes no sense. This team's disgusting. But this bet hit like 9 times out of 17 last year or whatever it was. For whatever reason, Steelers come out slow. So in the case they do that, and the Colts actually come out a little bit fast, Colts to win the first half, Steelers to end of regulation, plus 750. This has already hit, I think, once or twice this year. This is gonna be my way to hedge it. Colts come out a little bit hot because Steelers come out slow, and the Steelers just do what they do, grind them down, end up winning, plus 750. I love it.
Hey, I like it, man. I like the old double result.
Oh yeah, I love it. Especially with the Steelers, for whatever reason, like no joke, it bangs, and it's big odds for most of the season. And the books finally learn.
Yeah. Now the books usually catch on pretty quickly. They lose a couple $1,000 and they're like, hold on. That was plus 750 last week. Minus 250 this week.
Boo.
Rams of Los Angeles. Salivating. I'm hoping for a +3. They're taking on the Bears, minus 2.5 at home. Total set at 40 in the hook. If this +3 pops up on the Rams, I'm going to diggity and dive in like a Thanksgiving plate.
Yep. I'm going to take the Rams here as well, especially if it goes to 3. After what they did last week, that was really impressive. Way to hang into the game and win. After watching the Bears last week, really closely, especially as a Colts fan, I mean, we were getting pass rushes with our third defensive tackle on the depth chart. That offensive line stinks. So until Caleb Williams can get to the point where he's going to be good enough to hold it off on his own, I like the Rams. I'm even going to take a money line potentially. I'm going to take Roschon Johnson to score a touchdown, though. I think they're going to learn their lesson. He's, I think, plus 210. I think they learned their lesson about Khalil Herbert and DeAndre Swift in the goal line.
Oh, yeah, your mic just went out. It's back. It's gone.
I don't know what's doing. All right, we'll put a finish with Roschon Johnson, plus 210, like that. And I'm going to take you Atwell. Got tackled at the 3-yard line last week after a big bomb. Please get in the end zone, my boy. He's plus 290 though this week. That one kind of hurts. Went from plus 280, got tackled for 2, and now he's plus 290.
That one kind of stings a bit, but it is what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from that game, bro.
Man.
But I do like the Rams if it gets to +3, but I'm not running to bet it.
Same.
Eagles taking on the dang Buccaneers. This will be a fun one. The Philadelphia wide receiverless Eagles minus 1.5 on the road taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know if health is wealth in the National Football League, but it sure feels like it. The Bucs, pretty much fully healthy, taking on a beat up Eagles team. 44.5 is the total here. Man, part of me wants to take this Bucs money line at home. But I can't do. You can't do it.
Yeah, you really can't do it. I might just stay away from this game. This game seems disgusting. Especially I don't know who's starting wide receivers for Philadelphia. So if anything, I'll take Saquon Barkley score. There were no odds on. They literally had nothing up for me yesterday when I was looking because of the injuries and everything. They still don't. Yeah, so I don't even. I'm just gonna stay away from this game for the time being. I don't know. I truly don't know this game. This is one of the first ones of the year where it's like true toss up to me. I have no clue.
Yeah, you can go either way on either day. The New England Patriots taking on the San Francisco 49ers, excuse me. Minus 10.5. The trash ass 49ers. Don't know how they laying 10 after getting that ass 8 up 2 weeks in a row. Total set at 40 in the hook. I tell you, nothing makes me happier than when the 49ers lose. I hate the Falcons, but I hate them 49ers as well.
Hate them?
Hate them. You too young to remember this. They used to share a division with my Saints. And I could paint the picture pretty quickly. Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. Wasn't too many good days for Saints fans back then against the 49ers.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. No, I'm.
Looks like we're going to.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your mic. It's deciding.
I guess it's the rest of the day. I have no idea. It hasn't done this. Whatever. I'm not good taking things this game. It feels like way too big. honestly, for either side. I feel like the 49ers win 31-10. I don't know how the Patriots are going to score, but I also just don't want to bet the Niners at 10, especially after last week. I'll just let them get right from the sideline. I'll kind of watch. I think this is another game where they had no. Yeah, they do now. I'm not going to take prop wise. They got a dude named Eric Saubert, who's the fourth or fifth guy who they think is going to score a touchdown. That's when you know, yeah, I'm just going to stay away from this game. I need to. Yeah, I'm just going to stay away. It could get ugly quick, and I don't want props to get destroyed because of that.
Yes, yeah, it's one of those games, man. New England, they started off like decent, and then they just get that turkey dog whooped against the Jets, and now the 49ers, the 1-2 mighty 49ers coming to town.
Crazy. What's going on with them?
Washington, baby. Call me square. This might be my favorite bet of the weekend. I don't know what Arizona's done to get 3.5 put on them against a team that's just absolutely on fire. I mean, all the pistons are oiled up and this engine's rolling. Washington plus 3.5 on the road in Arizona. Total set at 50 and a hook. I don't know how you could watch Washington and not bet this plus 3.5. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even care if it loses.
Yes. That's literally the only reason I would say off this game. Other than that, Washington's a very, very fun team. They're super fun to watch. I just look for. I don't think I bet a spread in this game. If anything, I'm going to bet. I'm going to make a teaser, which is disgusting, but I might tease the Commanders up to like 10 or something because I think this is going to be about a touchdown this game. But the thing that sucks is the Bengals truly could have won. If they could have got a stop on defense, they could have won that game against the Commanders. Their offense was not getting stopped by this Commanders defense. So wide receiver props are going to be really fun in this game. I'm looking for James Conner and Brian Robinson to score for both of these teams because both these teams are going to be able to air it out, get close to the end zones. But wide receiver wise, I mean, you want to go Marvin Harrison, he probably wouldn't be bad. Greg Dortch at plus 30 probably wouldn't be bad as well. I mean, this is truly a wide receiver game, especially for the Cardinals. So this is going to be a fun game to get a little nasty. Find a guy you might like to sport receiver.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be offensive galore. At least that's what they said about the Lions Cardinals. 20-13 last week. Cardinals very overrated team for me. Like I said, I'm not guaranteeing a win, but I'm gonna take this plus 3.5 against Washington blindly, and if it loses, it loses. I just can't pass up a number like that. Kansas City minus 7.5, baby, taking on the Chargers. Chargers. They got some question marks on Herbert. Got some question marks on a few other players. Chiefs laying a big number, minus 7.5. This is a number they usually don't cover. Total set at 39.5. I'm staying away from this. I know a lot of people are going to be on these Chiefs. Where you at on this game?
This game, how do I sound, by the way?
You finally back, baby. Hopefully.
We went to the, we're on the 6 mic option at this point because now none of them are working. I mean, I'm literally going to, I just need to restart my computer, it seems like at this point. Okay. Hopefully we'll work a little bit. Chiefs, I think.
Games. 5 more games.
You know what's crazy too is actually this sounds the clearest it's been all day.
Yeah.
Which is crazy so I think there's a chance that for those of you at home, I think there's a chance my computer might have the wrong things labeled. Like the settings might have the webcam mic as the actual mic, and the actual mic is webcam mic. So that might be some tinkering because I thought I had this shit fixed. Seems like Herbert's going to play though. This moves from like 9.5 to like 8.5, 8, whatever it was now 7.5.
Oh, Herbert. Yeah, last I heard he might be out, but yeah. Keep going. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. He's trying to play himself, but I assume he's going to be out because I'm like 99% sure their bye is the following week. So there's almost no reason to play him at all in this game. Even though it is, but the thing that sucks is this is a huge division game and they could really use it. But there's no props out, so that tells you all you need to know. Staying away right now. Yes, I'll probably come back to this game later once we figure out who the quarterback is. Play some props that way. I was like, if Herbert's not playing, I might look to take like Samaje Perine, Carson Steele, score touchdowns. If he is playing, might be a slow grind it out. Maybe take Rashee Rice, J.K. Dobbins, stuff like that. So Herbert playing is gonna depend on a lot of my props in this game.
Man, still breaks my heart. I had high hopes for Gus Edwards this season, and the Chargers he's not even there.
What's crazy is I guess J.K. Dobbins is going to steal that role now, which is awesome for him. Shout out to him for being able to get that opportunity. But yeah, I remember my should be like Gus Edwards to score 10 touchdowns this year. He's going to be the goal line guy. But J.K. Dobbins said, no, I'm just the guy.
I got Gus Edwards season long over touchdowns. I took Gus
Yeah.
Edwards every week except for last week touchdown. I got Gus Edwards on my fantasy team sitting on the bench because he's a scrub. Bad read by me. When is college football basketball coming? No, I'm kidding. The Cleveland Browns.
Some days.
Nah, it's close, bro. It's
stupid close.
Yeah, I saw that the countdown get to like 40 the other day, and I was like, oh shit. We got.
You haven't even done your breakdowns yet.
Oh yeah, no, I do. Yeah, man. Anyway, Cleveland, baby, the Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. This is two teams. They just both stink, but they both got fan bases saying they don't stink. Minus 1.5 at home. The Raiders. Total set at 37.5. Man, if I had to bet this game, I'd take the under. But good thing for me, I do not have to bet this game.
You don't have to. I wasn't told that. Oh man, I'm gonna hate myself for this. I literally said I'm never betting on Deshaun Watson again, and I'm never betting the Raiders again after last week. But man, I'm gonna bet the Raiders. This is another. Browns win this game. I'm not gonna bet on them because I've lost money on them the last 2 weeks. I lost money against them and on them, so I'm over the Browns already. The Raiders after last week. This is all right. I'm gonna try to make my money back here. Hopefully they bounce back. If they don't bounce back, man, I'm genuinely not gonna touch this Raiders team for the rest of the year. And if I even mention about giving them out, I'm gonna have you like have a button to like tase me or something. I'm gonna give an electric shock to my chair. Like I'm not touching this Raiders team after today or this weekend.
Hey man,
I'm over them.
Season's a long, slow grind. They might end on a 7-game winning streak, and you miss out being closed-minded. Nah,
and you know what? That's okay with me. That's what I was about to say. It is fine by me. I had the Gardner Minshew ride last year. I think I'm gonna step off that train after this week. I can see my stop up coming. I asked the train conductor, "Hey, after Sunday, I'm out of here."
I can dig it, man. Sunday night football, baby. Waiting all day for a Sunday night.
Gonna be a good one.
I'm on this.
Lead blowers.
Yeah, Bills taking on the Ravens. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. You can't ask for more. Minus 2.5 to the Ravens at home. Total set at 45 in the hook. If I had to pick a side, God damn it, give me the Bills. But I'm on the over 46.5. I think this game gets back and forth, and we end up hitting this over pretty early in the game, and pretty early meaning like the third or fourth quarter. Early fourth. I don't think we're sweating this thing out on one of the last few drives. I think we're getting in the 50s pretty quick.
I hope so. Buffalo Soldier. I'm with you. I'm on the Bills. Feels right. They've been playing amazing, and we just talked about it. The Baltimore lead blowers. I was pissed about the Ravens game. Shouldn't have had the stress about the Cowboys game, but I did. So it's like, man, I'm going to take the Bills here. Ravens they've been scaring me. They need to figure some stuff out. That's my best way to handicap this. Is I like the way the Bills have been looking, so I'm going to take them and the way they've been playing. Josh Allen looks like an MVP this year.
Just give
Henry to score. Already. We should end the season now. Give him the Super Bowl. Henry minus 145. I do like him to score a touchdown. I think it's going to be one of those things where I'm probably going to take Henry every week and just be okay with it potentially losing. One of those situations as they get him more involved, especially in primetime games. I think I'm going to ride Henry in primetime games for props because realistically they should use him. I like Josh Allen plus 135. Probably going to take him. I said on my show, I love James Cook at plus 140 as well, but since I have the season bet now that's literally going to hit next touchdown he scores, I'm going to be able to have a nice hedge opportunity. So I'm going to take Josh Allen.
Already got
it. So I'm taking Josh Allen for the rest of these games until I get that money, and then it's going to be open season again. Be like, all right, who am I picking? But for every game here on out now, I'm pretty much going to take Josh Allen to score because when James Cook score, that future is at like plus 105, so I'm getting plus money regardless. It's kind of nice. Man. Favorite future I gave out this year, by the way. I cannot believe how low that was, and man, don't get me wrong. I thought this was going to be like week 10. It's like, all right, we just got a 4, now it's a 7-week sweat. I didn't think you could get this early. This is pretty crazy.
Nah, the kid comes out, has a hat trick, and then comes out the very next game and scores first fucking drive.
It's like, oh, So we don't gotta. Now it's gonna be sweaty few weeks.
Yeah.
Come
Nah.
on, Cash already. It's been 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Josh, hand it off. That's what it's
Man.
gonna turn into. Josh, I'm gonna start getting mad at Josh here soon. This is really gonna happen. Hand the fucking ball off. Quit being selfish, fuck. Anyway,
Tennessee
game
baby
nobody
on
cares
Monday.
about.
Your boy, huh?
I said a game nobody cares about. We got
Oh,
sister of Norman, Sister Mary at quarterback, playing against brother John Matthew from the Church of Heavens.
no, I'll be honest. This doubleheader on Monday night, or it's not even a doubleheader because they both at the same damn time. 2 games on Monday night is trash to me. And then you give me this trash ass game. Last Monday, we at least had 2 pretty decent matchups. I don't think
One of them got
anybody,
over quick.
and I mean anybody, wants to watch the Dolphins Titans right now. And I don't think anybody,
Hell no.
probably 30% of people give a damn about this Lions Seahawks game.
I'll admit that game's at least a little bit better. That should be a fun one. That should be similar to how the Commanders Bengals was, where at least should be competitive. This first game though, dude, I'm literally trying to hold back a throw up right now. Like actually, it's disgusting.
Whew.
I got nothing in that game. They don't even have props out for it. If I'm going to take anything, I'm probably going to bet the Dolphins as long as Will Levis is at quarterback because he's due for 1 or 2 dumb mistakes a game. So that's going to be nice. And then Lions, Seattle. Check out my articles on Stayed On Sports for that game because truly, I don't know how to lean in this game yet. I want to take the Lions, honestly, but I just 3.5.
33 to 17. Lions.
I might just tease it.
Every game, Lions total's been in the 50s, and it's gone under. The book said, you know what? We're going to put this thing at 40-something. This thing's flying over. Lions, minus 3.5, over 46 in the hook. Lions get rolling. 33 to 37 points. Seahawks, we all know they can score. I think they get 17 to 20 points. But Lions minus 3.5 is my favorite bet here. I think they finally figure everything out this season. Not that they've had a bad season. They've been winning games, but it's been a lot closer than people expected. I'm on Lions minus 3.5, baby.
I love it. Quick question before we get out of here. Made a quick little 6-leg teaser. Let me I can get to the teaser tab. Plus 500. Lions plus 2.5. Bills plus 8.5. Commanders plus 9.5. Texans minus 0.5. Jets minus 1.5. Cowboys plus 0.5. How we feeling?
Man, I like it.
Who's gonna lose it? Who's gonna lose it? What team?
Cowboys tonight. Take the band
Oh!
off quick.
Well, you take him off. It goes to plus 330. We gotta leave him on.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. My mind says Cowboys 37-7. Everything else in my body says the Giants
Let's not
whoop that
stress.
ass, and we really figure out that the Dallas Cowboys have a real problem here.
That's what scares me the most. Is they're like this is a game that with how Neighbors is playing too, between like Daniel Jones isn't playing horrible. That's what's like he's not playing great, but he's not playing horrible. So Cowboys can get got if they mess around this game. That's what's scary.
It's as simple as it sounds, bro. Daniel Jones, if he could just have 0 turnovers, the Giants will have a drive in the fourth quarter to win this game if they're not already up.
They could. Truly could. Because, the Cowboys they've proven they can't stop the run right now. And their defense is just missing. Like, they just don't look connected as a defense right now, which is obviously makes sense early in the season with new defensive coordinator, but that's going to become a real issue here soon.
That seems like they don't even give a damn.
I mean, man, they look defeated I understand they got ran all over by Baltimore, but they did look defeated after that game. You know it's a bad night when you got your star defender just.
Yeah.
And the look on his face, just like, man, that boy is beat up and tired. Like that guy's getting. It's as a guy who's been there before especially being on the defensive line, man. When you cannot stop the run, it's probably one of the most humiliating things in the world. Senior year of high school, we had a 3-man front go against 7 or 8 guys, and man, you want to talk about double, triple teams. 5 yards to carry. Double, triple teams, 4 yards to carry. Double, triple teams, 5 yards to carry. It's defeating, dude. They long drives too. It's like, man, you get the sidelines just like, we ain't winning this fucking game, boy.
and
Needless to say,
go 3 and out, and you're just like,
In that high school game, we only lost 38-7 after beating that team in the regular season. To lose sectionals, that was a sectional championship. We only lost 38-7 because they had 8 down linemen, but we thought 3 was the move. We didn't adjust. Man.
Coaching means the
Man.
world.
Speaking of, in the NFL to end it, we probably got 7 or 8 great coaches. Could use a bit more. I don't need to go any deeper. I feel like that speaks for itself.
Yeah. Quarterback and coaching has been on a downhill since Peyton Manning retired.
Yeah.
That's just like a time reference. I don't think it has anything to do with Peyton Manning, but it just feels like
around that time, yeah.
Yeah.
We need some young minds to come into the game, and they're doing things right, but we need some young minds to come into the game and make it great again. And the great words of a former president, make the NFL great again. I mean, it's already great, but make it greater. We truly can. Because, I mean, you know what's crazy is people talk about how bad and down the NFL is. Up 10% of viewership, so it just keeps
it's
going up that way.
And we could talk about this for another hour, but I think the viewership's up. I hate to even say it. I don't even know how to say it. I think it correlates with gambling being legal.
100%.
And people putting their little $5 on these 8-leg parlays, and they gotta watch just to watch it lose.
You mean those 8-leg?
Bro, yesterday I was like, I hope he doesn't bring this shit to my show. As funny as it is, as funny as it is. I hope we don't bring that shit to my show. But behind scenes, that's definitely what I'm calling it. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party.
It's a party. I knew it too. It's like, bro, the second I bring this up, he's gonna have a heart attack.
Whoa.
Don't finish that sentence.
Oh
my God.
But man, I appreciate you every week taking your time out to talk games with me, talk ball with me. What would be your top 3 bets right now?
College and I'd say college and NFL or just NFL. NFL wise, probably top bet wise, I would say Colts money line. No, actually, in all seriousness, I do like Aaron Jones to score a touchdown this weekend. Really do like that. I think that is actually something that should happen. I don't mind AR over 179.5, but that's not what I'm going to do as well. Josh Allen anytime touchdown. So I like Josh Allen anytime touchdown, Aaron Jones anytime touchdown. I feel like both those guys. Josh Allen hasn't scored a touchdown rushing in like a week or two. It feels like he's got a lot of the backs going. It's like, all right, it's my turn, boys. It feels like it might be one of those weekends. If I had to pick a game, I won't lie to you, I'm a little bit nervous about a lot of these games this week, but
me too.
Man, if I had to pick a game, I'm trying to look at the bets I gave out. I'm like struggling. I don't want to say Falcons really. Bills plus 2.5. It's early in the season. If they lose, oh well. I like the Bills, Josh Allen to score, and then Aaron Jones. Those are my 3 favorite. Because it's one of those things like Bills have looked so impressive this year that I'm okay with losing it right here. Especially, I understand they're plus money, but with how the Ravens have blown leads, I feel pretty comfortable at 2 points. And at worst, they go down early, and you can line bet them, maybe get like a 3-fold. It feels even better. Feels like this is gonna be a 3-point game regardless.
Oh yeah, no, that's how I feel about Washington. Plus 3.5. As good as they're playing, I'll take it. I'll take those.
That one too. I do not mind that one at all. I don't have that one written down for whatever reason, but I'm probably gonna end up on that.
Yeah, over 46.5. Bills, Ravens, Washington plus 3.5, and Detroit minus 3.5 are my 3 favorites. And then I'm gonna be on the Steelers money line as well, baby. Coming at you.
Hey, it's okay. This is one of the first games this year where it's like, if we lose this game, that is okay. That defense is pretty good. And AR's humbled me a little bit. He still has some time to learn. It's okay.
Nah, I saw that tweet you put up, man. It's crazy. Time.
That's to remind myself too.
Time no more.
And it's great. You look at the stats. I mean, it's not that odd, but it's not the point. He's not Peyton Manning, but give the guy time. I mean, I know the only thing that's scary is you can't teach athleticism. You can't teach mentals. You can help it, and you also can't teach accuracy. So that's just the thing. Hopefully he can build the form and fundamentals to get accurate. But man, AR has a bright future if he can figure it out, especially with how, I don't want to say simplified, but how simplified the NFL's getting. I mean, he already has the crossing routes figured out. He has the deep ball pretty figured out. Just has a little bit more figured out, and he could be really special.
Man, I agree. Appreciate you, bro. Until next week, my dog, Jaden Chandler Parnell. You can check him out on the JC Pod. He drops 2 or 3 episodes a week breaking down all things football right now. He covers all sports though as well, but football season knees deep in the trenches, baby. Also check him out on Twitter
Oh
on
yeah.
the X at Jaden95 Chandler. My man, I appreciate you.
Can't wait to have you on for basketball here soon, man. It's almost that time.
College hoops, bruh. I ain't gonna lie to you. I spent the last 4 months diving a little too deep. I had to come up from air last week and say, all right, we still got 40 days, baby. I got
That's why
time.
I was hoping you caught that joke when I'm like, man, you haven't even started breaking them down yet. I
Oh
figured, yeah,
yeah.
it's been a long dive.
Nah, bruh. Sometimes you go on those deep dives and you come back with something and you gotta double check. Like, okay, Cincinnati's not winning the national championship this year. Let me slow down. Nah.
Or I was just laughing because I'm sitting there. It's like, man, I'm looking at the Saints to make a field goal every week, and my bet slip is
Oh
like
yeah.
somehow it's still there.
Yeah.
I feel you. Sometimes you get too deep. It's like that's a winner.
Yeah.
That's a winner. That's a winner.
Rutgers winning the Big Ten, huh? Nah. Just relax.
Cash.
Just relax. Let's look at this again in a week. But my man, I'll let you get up out of here. Appreciate you.